coming over, I would have put something a little bit nicer on. Just kidding. So, Merry Christmas Eve, you guys. I just got back from the Nutcracker. Johnny took me as an early Christmas gift. That's why we are dressed up. I did want to film a video for you tonight. It's not going to come out until after Christmas because one, I don't think you guys should be watching YouTube on Christmas, and two, I don't think I should be vlogging on Christmas. But tonight when we get back, we're about to go to my parents' house for the Feast of the Seven Fishes. I'm Italian. That's what the Italians do on Christmas Eve. But when we get back from dinner, I am going to teach you guys how to make a nice little treat that you certainly can use for New Year's morning since we're missing the Christmas morning deadline. Shepherds quake at the sight, glory stream from heaven above, heavenly hosts sing Alright guys, we are back from dinner. I think it was fabulous. What does my cute cameraman think?
Delicious. Oh, is that me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, my other cute cameraman.
Yeah, he's cute too. He would have thought it was delicious too.
Anyone with taste buds would have thought it was delicious. My parents did a fabulous job at dinner tonight. So I'm going to use that as my segue into what we are doing now. I'm going to show you guys how I make a creme brulee Christmas morning French toast. Again, this is coming out after Christmas, so you can save this video for next year, or you can make it for New Year's Day or any weekend that you just want a very delicious French toast. Okay, so the first step is to get your baking sheet and some spray oil. Grease the pan. This way it becomes a nonstick pan. I always spray over the sink because I feel like this stuff gets everywhere. Spray wherever you want to spray. Step one is done. Okay, moving on to step two, which actually I should rewind. Step one is wash your hands, then grease the pan. And now the step that we're on, call it number two or number three. I went to a bakery and I bought a delicious loaf of challah bread. So I'm going to dice that into 1-inch sections and then place it into my tray. Okay, so like I said earlier, I am an Italian girl. My parents taught me how to cook. However, my parents never taught me how to cook using a recipe. They kind of said, this is how it should taste, this is how it should look, or if we're making like a dough, this is how it should feel. So I'm gonna give you the principles that I used for making this French toast, and then I hope you guys customize it to make it as fantastic as you want to make it yourselves. Alright, so this is how the baking dish should look. It doesn't need to be flat, it doesn't need to be totally even. You should just have no like bottom parts of your baking dish showing through. There's a few layers. It's like a layer and a half. I don't know if you could really see through all that oil that I sprayed on there. So get everything loaded up and then I will show you the mixture, which will soak overnight. Okay, since I'm terrible at counting steps and maybe remembering, the next step is we're going to use 8 egg yolks. So I'm going to crack them. I hope you guys know how to separate an egg egg white from an egg yolk. Also, you can certainly save the egg whites this time of year. If you're baking Christmas cookies, you can use it for meringues, or if you eat healthy, you can have an egg white omelet the next day and let your guests eat this delicious creme brulee French toast. Whatever you want to do with it. I'm sorry I'm being wasteful. I'm throwing the egg whites away because personally, I think they're disgusting. So you need 8 yolks. I'm going to start with 3/4 of a cup of sugar. And then remember how I told you that you don't always need to follow recipes exactly. You should make it how you want it. The original recipe that I saw, I found this recipe on Pinterest, by the way, and I've tweaked it a little bit, but the original recipe that I saw called for 4 cups of half and half, and this is not 4 cups worth. I only have about probably 2. So I have whole milk, and it's gonna work just fine with whole milk. So we'll see how much half and half I get out of this. Okay, we're halfway there. 2 cups. 3 cups. Actually, I get it. But I got close enough, and it's not going to hinder the recipe at all. So I've got my 4 cups of liquid. So now I'm going to add 1/4 cup of vanilla extract. Again, add more or less if you would like. And then I prefer a hearty dose of cinnamon, so just add some cinnamon. And I've never used nutmeg in it before, but I feel like it's a very wintry spice, and I appreciate using the season's ingredients. So we'll throw a little nutmeg on there too. So give this a good mix. So all of my ingredients are well incorporated now, and we are going to take the mixture and pour it over the bread. So like this in a civilized manner. So your bread is going to soak all of this up overnight. So try to get it evenly coated, get the tops of all of it. But this is just going to season the French toast, and it's truly going to be delicious. For us, it's going to be a good Christmas breakfast treat. You guys can make it next year for Christmas and have your own Christmas breakfast treat too. Oops, there we go. I know it's going to spill some at some point. What do they say? Like, you can't trust a skinny chef or a chef in a really clean kitchen. I don't know. Personally, I like to clean as I go, so as you can see, besides the cookie package, generally, that's Johnny's fault too. Generally, the kitchen is very clean while I'm cooking. My dad always told me, clean as you go. That's a pro cooking tip I have for you guys. Okay, so that's really all of the prep work that is involved tonight. We have a few more steps before you can eat it tomorrow. So I've covered it with saran wrap. I'm going to put it in the refrigerator. And like I said, this challah bread will just soak up that mixture overnight and make it so flavorful and delicious. So loosely wrap it up, throw it in your refrigerator, have a little cocktail at night, and worry about cooking the rest tomorrow. Hey you guys, good morning. Merry Christmas. I hope you all slept well last night and you woke up to wonderful presents. So this is ready to go in the oven. I set it to 350. I'm gonna bake it for about 40-ish minutes. I'll check on it, see how that works. Again, like I said, no set recipe here. You're just doing what's gonna work for you. So when it is done baking, then we'll take it out of the oven and sprinkle a hearty coat of sugar on top, and then we'll broil it, and that will give it the kind of crust that the normal creme brulee dessert has. So I'm gonna pop it in the oven, and I will check back with you guys here shortly. Doesn't this already look delicious though before it goes into the oven? I'm so excited to eat it. All right, the French toast is done baking. I'm gonna take it out of the oven and show you the last and final step before you get to enjoy it and eat it. And sorry for the background noise. The family's made it to my house. We're hosting breakfast. It is what it is. Oh my God, it smells so good. Doesn't it look good too? So we ended up cooking it closer to 55 minutes. Originally I said 40. These things happen. And now we're gonna give a hearty dose of sugar on top and then put it back in the oven. We're gonna put the oven on broil, so the top sugar layer caramelizes and it becomes like a creme brulee. Obviously, super healthy breakfast we've got going on here. That's probably good. Broil. And back in the oven for, this part usually only takes like 2 to 3 minutes. So you definitely want to keep an eye on it so you don't burn your French toast. Now we wait. Okay, the French toast is done and we're getting ready to eat, so we'll tell you how it is. All right, what are your thoughts?
Absolutely delicious.
Yay! Our guests have left. They all love the French toast. I'm glad it was a hit. I hope if you guys decide to make it for your families, they love it just as much. So now we're doing a little siesta before everyone comes back again tonight for dinner. I want to wish you guys a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thank you very much for watching my videos. If you guys have questions, comments, thoughts, or concerns, post them down below, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks again.